It's win or go home for Minnesota high school soccer teams. And the St. Charles Saints girls soccer team faced the St. Paul Academy Spartans in the Class A state tournament quarterfinal action tonight. Now, this was a rematch from the state championship last year, and the Spartans took home that trophy. Tonight was a different story. In the first half, Spartans pass ahead to Claire Ryan Bradley. She finds some space, shoots, and a block by the Saints goalkeeper. Now, this one was scoreless at the end of regulation, so to overtime we go. Take a look at this. Saints Sophie Slavin right there. And she finds the back of the net for the 1-0 victory in overtime. The Saints are moving on to the semifinals. And Minnesota girls tennis teams hit the court today in the semifinals and finals of the team state tournament. The 1-seeded Mayo Spartans faced the 4-seeded Maple Grove Crimson this morning in the Class 2A semifinals. And the Spartans got the win over the Crimson 4-3. The Edina Hornets knocked off Mountains View in the semifinals 5-2 to stay alive too. Now, the number 1 ranked Spartans advanced to the championship against the number 2 ranked Edina Hornets in a rematch of last year's final. And the Mayo Spartans are taking home their 2nd straight team state championship trophy, beating the Hornets 5-2. Congrats to the Spartans on a fantastic season. Minnesota high school volleyball teams hit the hardwood in quarterfinals section tournament action tonight. Let's start in section 1-3A. The 1-seeded Byron Bears hosted the 8th-seeded Winona Windhawks. In the second set, we've got the set point right here. Bears Paige Kronk sets up Kaden Fierstad for the finish. Byron wins 25-10 in the first. In the third set, Windhawks Reese Nasalki for Elizabeth Grainer splits the defenders for the point. Bears are up 4. Match point here for Byron. Kronk tees it up for Leah Strain, puts that one just out of reach. The Bears beat the Windhawks in 3 sets. And the 7-seeded Faribault Falcons hit the road to face the number 2 seed Stewartville Tigers in the first set. Falcons set up Brenna Vanderveen for the kill. The Tigers are up 16-12. Stewartville goes to work, setting up Matilda Dube for the slam. Tigers extend their lead to 6. And Stewartville's Reagan Middlestad keeps it alive there. And Ella Theobald with the finish. The Tigers are moving on, beating the Falcons 3-0. And the 5-seeded Austin Packers hit the road to face the 4-seeded Casson Manorville Comets. Set point in the first, Addison Walsh with the serve. Comets cannot return it. Austin wins the first set 25-23 in the fourth. Comets with the ball. Ella Stoskopf taps it over, extending the Comets lead to 5. Match point here, Packers for Charlie Cunningham. But take a look at the block at the net. The Comets are still alive, knocking off the Packers 3-1. Well, it's tournament time for North Iowa high school volleyball teams too. Let's take a look at a few finals from tonight. The Central Springs Panthers beat the West Fork Warhawks in 3 sets in a Class 2A Region 1 quarterfinal match. And in a Region 5 quarterfinal, the Lake Mills Bulldogs knocked off the Belmont Clemmy Broncos 3-0.